Hello everyone and welcome back to more Metal Gear Solid the board game. We're up to stage 9 today called Prison Break, and this is where the board game deviates a little bit from the established canon of the video game, because if you saw last time, which was the Psycho Mantis boss fight, it kind of skips quite a bit. I'm very surprised there wasn't a sneaking mission where Snake has to go find a sniper rifle to help Meryl and save her from Sniper Wolf. Skips that, goes straight to Snake getting captured, interrogated, and then this is the mission where you can play as either Grey Fox or Otacon, because they both actually visit Snake depending on what happens during your interrogation sequence. I'm choosing to play as both of them today, and they can rescue Snake. Otacon does it by giving him ketchup so he can pretend he's dead, which makes the guard come in, lets you get out. If you fail that, which is easier to do than you would think, because it's very janky, you go through a few more interrogation sequences, and then Grey Fox just kills everyone and slashes the door open for you, or breaks it open. I think in Twin Snakes you actually see him slash the door open, but either way he frees Snake. So it's a twofold mission today, because we're not just rescuing Snake, who is stuck in his prison cell pretending to be dead with the DARPA chief corpse right there where it should be. They also want you to rescue Meryl, so the reason it's deviating from what's supposed to happen, because you don't see Meryl again until the finale, after she's shot by Sniper Wolf, is so that she can remain a playable character. So the gist of what the main bulk of the mission is unlock the cell door to free Snake. There's a couple of ways we can do that, I'll talk about it in a second. But we need to get to this floor and find which cell Meryl is hidden in. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 potentials. I do not know which one is the right one. And there's a third floor that Grey Fox and Otacon start on. We're probably not going to spend a long time there, but I will show you obviously as we talk more. And down here, this is the starting position for Grey Fox and Otacon, and there should be a third guard here. I've actually ran out of painted guards because of how many need to be on the map for the 3 floors we're going through today. My plan is to leave this floor in one turn, so we're not going to need to care. Because the way Otacon works, we just need to get him to the floor with Snake. Like, he can do some tier 3 hacking here or some tier 2. He might as well just go for the tier 4, because from tier 4 he can hack anything. So that's my plan. The hardest part is going to be getting Grey Fox to the floor Meryl is on, which is the top right, and having him survive the guards, because he's really tough in the video game. Like, normal guards do not stand a chance against him. How they've done him in this game, not so great, but I am going to take their default equipment. And then one additional beyond that. Let's go over both their characters and then we'll get started. So Otacon is probably the more complicated. Grey Fox's mechanic is having these kind of usage tokens or cogs, and each of his bits of gear can be powered up by spending these, and if he takes damage he generates them. Those are his focus abilities, because every character has focus abilities. He doesn't have anything unique up here at all. He has some things he can't do. I can't remember which one is missing from there. He's allowed to interact. He's allowed to dash. No, I'm not sure what's missing from there. Either way, he's got his high frequency blade. You can spend cogs to roll more dice to try and kill all enemies adjacent to you. He's got his gun, which he usually only has during the finale, which is loud, but you can spend to roll extra dice, otherwise it's just 1 die. And stealth camo, where you spend a use of it, you're invisible to guards until the end of the turn. Beyond that, he's got the basic stat line of every other character. However, he can't use his focus abilities if an alert token of his is on the table. Once per round, if an ally adjacent to him is attacked, he can become the target instead. And each time you take damage, generate a cog. That's his 3 special rolls. He doesn't really come across as super powerful as he does in the video game, which is a shame. So Otacon is quite a bit different. He has his own system deck because he's a hacker. He cannot fight at all. He does have focus abilities. He comes as default with rations and advanced stealth camouflage. The only real difference is he can restore uses of it. That's about it. I'm counting him as having 2 rations because he does have room for a third bit. I just didn't bother looking out the one I keep with Snake's gear. So pretend he has 2 just in case it's needed. His main thing is he goes to terminals. He hacks the terminals using his hack terminal ability. Then he can system search to draw system cards, which give him the ability to access systems and give him special abilities, such as distracting guards, or the more important part here, opening doors. And the more complex the terminal he's hacked, the easier it is for him to do it, because of, for instance, Snake is behind a tier 4 door. He needs to hack a tier 4 system, of which there is one, to be able to open that door remotely, which is what we're going to do. He can open doors to Meryl's cells remotely to help Grey Fox out, so he isn't stuck trying to pick the locks. And As long as he doesn't get seen, he should technically have a reasonably easy time. Will that happen that way? I don't know. First time using both these characters, so don't expect perfection. Also to note, if you do choose to use both characters, you actually get less time, which I thought was quite interesting. It's the first mission that's done that. You get less teal coloured cards in the guard deck if you're using Otacon and Grey Fox. I don't know if that's a mistake, or I guess they just want you to be super efficient, which is a bit hard to be when there's a random aspect to it, because we don't know where Meryl is, so... Oh, and one last thing to talk about, but I guess we can cover it in detail when we get to her floor. There's an optional pickup of the A letter, which is on the floor where Meryl is. That's worth an additional unlock if we succeed today. With that, let's get started after this quick word from my channel sponsor. This video is sponsored by Noble Knight Games. Check out the video description below for an affiliate link that will take you through to their store, and it will help me out as well. Thanks. So as we begin, just as a reminder, there should be a third guard here. There isn't because I haven't got enough painted up, and we're leaving this floor. There's a wall there, so he would not get in a threatening position turn 1. So, we have both our characters up here, and let's move Otacon first. He is going to dash, 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 walk. That is 3 loud actions. If he makes noise, that should be okay. He did. That's his blue icon under there on the... there. And then for Grey Fox, what's the most efficient way to go here? Dash, 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 dash. And then he would have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he would see Otacon. I'm just debating whether or not to go down this floor or next, this turn or next turn. I think next turn is fine. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and we won't interact. So that's 4 loud noises for Grey Fox. Amazingly, he did not make noise, so only Otacon did. And we will draw our guard card and be gone. Radioing in, cameras, there is no cameras at all. So for prioritizing left, this is the only active zone. So, well, actually, sorry, he's closest to the noise, so 1, 2, 3, 4. He heard something in the elevator, so he's coming to have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's kind of cutting us off there. But it's not going to matter, because when this next turn begins, we are immediately moving floor. So Grey Fox's first action is to use the elevator and come down here. In hindsight, I should have made Otacon be the one next to the button, because I want him to get off on this floor. Such as it is, Grey Fox is just going to stand there, which might be risky, based on whatever else happens, so he's not using any other abilities. And then for Otacon, he's going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, and then sneak, sneak. To hide here. The one door in is there. Did he make a noise? He did not. That is perfect. Now, keep in mind his blue icon still stays there though, so that closest guard is still going to move towards the elevator to have a look. Guard card. 3 in prioritizing left. However, this guard is the closest, so he's going to go 1, 2, 3 towards the elevator because he wonders what the noise is. 1, 2, 3. Face that way. 1, 2. Prioritize left. 3, and then face that way. So Otacon, my plan with Otacon is keep him hidden in that room and just hack. Now the problem with that guard facing this way is he's going to walk in here, which is going to be real awkward for Otacon because he can't fight. So, that's that guard card resolved incidentally. So I'm just debating, because I need Grey Fox to just leave. Although actually, I need to plan this out. Yeah, I think we're going to have to do this. So, Grey Fox is going to dash. He is going to spend his second action to knock, which forces his blue interact token to be there. And then he's going to sneak. Sneak. And the reason I'm sneaking rather than dashing and interacting is because I would then have to roll for noise again and move his token. Although on that note, I still need to actually, so maybe I should dash and interact. Because I dashed. I did 2 noisy actions. Because my worry is if I don't leave a blue token on this floor, Otacon's going to get seen. What is the best way to do this? Risk Grey Fox getting killed, getting seen, I think is the best bet. So yeah, I'm going to leave him there. He did 2 noisy actions. I was worried that would happen. He has no form of reroll either, so, because that means it's exceptionally likely that guard is coming in this elevator and having a little gander there and is going to shoot at him, unfortunately, which means there's going to be blood. But before all that happens, we have to do Otacon's hacking, so I'm going to go double check I've got it under control of what hacking means and how it works. Alright, so to use the hack terminal ability, Otacon gets 4 black dice. He is looking for a straight of 4, 3, 2, 1. He can spend additional actions to reroll some of the dice to try and get the solution. He's got a +1, -1 and a +2, -2 that he can also use. He also has the hacker special ability. When hacking a terminal or accessing a system card, you may add up to 2 white dice to your roll to give you more options. So I'm going to do that because Grey Fox's noise token will still be closer than Otacon's. So I'm hoping that that is going to save him. We'll see though. So we're going to use this first action and he is going to hack. Where am I going to safely roll these dice? My apologies, Snake, I'm just going to move you to the side real quick. So we didn't make any noise, but we're looking for 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're actually super close. We have 4, 3, 2, and we can use this +1, -1, and boom, we have hacked that terminal. So what that means is, this terminal is now permanently unhacked, or rather hacked, so we don't need to hack it again. I'll put Snake back where he should be unconscious. There we go. And that means we can use our second action as System Search, which is the system deck I showed you before. Draw 1 system card when in the same space or adjacent to a hacked terminal. If you draw a 4th card, you put 1 back at the bottom of the deck, so you can have 3 at most. So our second action is to draw the top card. Remote unlock is precisely what I want to free Snake. So, we definitely want this. I don't really want to system search again because we got what we needed. So then we can use access systems, attempt to access an ability on a system card. Now I'm not sure what dictates how many dice I roll for this because it just has a black die then a plus symbol on the card. So I'm going to go see, I'm going to need to double check the rules on this one. But we still have 2 actions left. Alright, so page 11 of the rulebook has kind of how you use Otacon. I still don't know why it has black die with a plus symbol on its card. Because the rules for access system, which is the ability I'm talking about, which it does have the black die and a plus in the rulebook as well, it then just immediately says, while on or adjacent to a hacked terminal with at least 1 system card face up on your board, which we do, we have that, you roll 4 dice. And then you allocate and you have to fill it to be able to use the ability. I don't know why you don't just have the 4 dice. And I presume I'm allowed to use the hacker ability on this as well. When accessing a terminal or a system card, yeah, so you are. So we're going to be rolling 4 black dice again by default. We're looking for a 1, 2 and a 4. Before we do this then, I'm going to replenish that +1, -1, so this is actually his last action for the turn. And let's do this. I'm going to have to move you again, Snake, I'm so sorry, but I need space to roll my dice. That still made a mess, unfortunately, sorry. Well, we managed to roll a lot of 2s, a lot of 3s and a 4s, but we need a 1, 2 and a 4. We've got the 4, we've got the 2, obviously, and we need to work our way to a 1, so we'll use that replenished +1, -1 to make this a 1. This is like Core Clash had this kind of system for allotting dice to skills. We've now filled this card, so we can do a security door unlock up to the level of the terminal. We're at a tier 4 terminal, we open a tier 4 door, and that counts as Snake actually being rescued. So Snake is out of there. That's us done 1 ability, or 1 of our 2 objectives already. What I could do with Otacon is then flee the floor with Grey Fox, and I'm going to need to sit and think for a little bit because I really wanted him to stay at that terminal to unlock doors for Grey Fox to find Meryl easier. Either way, first of all we have to resolve a guard card, and this is where it's going to get scary. Oh, I think you also have to get rid of that card after you use its ability. I'm going to have to double check that. Let's do the guard card first though. They're only moving 2, so he has time. 2 and prioritising moving to the right, but this guy is closest to the noise, so he's coming to investigate. And then 1, 2, there's no door there, so he's just going to face. And 1, 2, he's going up there. So now I need to try and decide what am I doing. Incidentally, if either Grey Fox or Otacon are, I think I mentioned this already, but if they are stealth, you can leapfrog over guards and you don't trigger their reaction attack. So after looking at my options, once you have used a system card, it goes to the bottom of the deck, meaning I would have to waste like 2 turns with Otacon to cycle back into the one I want. So leaving him on this floor, I don't think is a good idea. So he's actually going to go first this turn. He's going to use one of his 2 uses of Advanced Stealth Camouflage, which costs an action, and then he is going to go dash and dash into there and replenish his +1, -1, and that's his turn over. So he did 2 dashes. Didn't matter. And then for Grey Fox's turn, he is interacting, so I'm going to have to move the camera, but we're going to this floor over here, and he'll still have 3 actions left. So as we get to this floor, I have realised I have done something stupid, and I'm not going to undo it because I did it. So by leaving Otacon there, I have to take out this guard, because there's no way I'm going to draw 2 cards in a row where they only move 2, and then he's going to turn and see him and shoot him. He is cloaked until the end of the turn, but I think it's the player turn is the way it's worded. Let's see, until the end of your turn. You do not place your alert token when you're in line of sight of a guard. Guards do not attack you when leapfrogging over them. But yeah, when it rolls onto your next turn, either way, it would still trigger. So, how do we kill that guard with Grey Fox when he has 3 actions left? He has a focus ability where he can get +2 to a dash, meaning he moves 4 spaces, and he would leapfrog over Otacon. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That would get him directly adjacent. So we're going to have to do that for 1 loud action. I'm going to put this here to remind me. 1 loud action. He has 2 actions left. Let's use the high frequency blade. And I'm going to use 2 cogs of the 3 on it. So we're rolling 3 white dice on this. And we're looking for 2 3+. I really don't want to roll dice here because of all the symbols on it. I'm going to roll them to the side here. We've got a 6, and a 3, so that guard is killed. And using the sword is not a loud action. That leaves it with 1 left on it though, so that's pretty much most of his offensive capability gone. For his last action, he might as well try and pick the lock he's on. He only rolls 2 black dice and a white die though, and he's needing a 1, 4, 5. I guess we'll give it a go. Oh, good grief, he almost got it. Can we do anything with that though? 1, 4, 5. Nope, we could make it a 1 and a 5, but we can't get the 4, so that's a waste of an ability. So that's his turn. He did 1 noisy thing. He did not make noise. Well, his noise is still in the elevator, just to be clear. But the guard that would have immediately seen Otacon is no longer an issue. Guard card. 3 in prioritizing to the left. Oh, and a radio win, so a guard is coming back. Where is the... There. There's intervening terrain here, so we can't see Grey Fox. Oh, he's also the first one moving. So 1, 2, prioritizing left. 3, he does not see the corpse, and he's prioritizing left, so he didn't see the corpse. Then it would be you. 1, 2, 3. He hasn't reached there, so he's not going to see Grey Fox. And 1, 2, 3. And that is that. Oh wait, when the closest person would go towards the elevator. So the closest person to start with was him. So he actually would be here. Because he started there. 1, 2, 3. He would be facing the corpse. That's the only difference. He'd be facing the corpse. But yeah, he was the closest to the noise before this guy started moving, so he's heading towards the elevator at speed. So we're still very much in a precarious position. That corpse is obviously going to get touched. And Otacon needs to get out of there, which means he's going to need to use his other usage of his Advanced Stealth Camouflage. At least his can be replenished. So he will not trigger guards if he is seen this turn, and he's going to have to dash, dash, sneak, sneak into this room here. And I'm going to come around this side of the camera because I'm rolling dice over here to avoid... He rolled a 2 and a 5 to avoid accidentally knocking all these things out of the way. So he dash, dash, sneak, sneak. That's his entire turn. And then his next turn is going to have to be wasted replenishing that Advanced Stealth Camouflage because otherwise he's in danger. For Grey Fox, he can't replenish his Stealth Camouflage, which is really not great. He has 2 uses on it though, and he's going to have to use 1 now. So he's got 1 left. So 1 action to use that. Oh, I forgot. Otacon using the Stealth Camouflage is 1 action. Did I take that into account? He was here. Dash, dash, sneak, sneak. No, I didn't. So it would have had to be a 3rd sneak. That was a 4, so he's fine. My bad. So 1 action for Grey Fox to use the Stealth Camo. And then Second action, I'm going to replenish that +2 on a dash, and then I'm going to immediately use it. So his third action is to dash 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He picks up the A item, which is an optional objective. So that was still only 1 dash, even though he moved 4. And then I'm going to sneak, just so I'm not in line of sight. Actually, technically, because that guard is just going to walk onto the corpse. He's not going to turn. He will prioritize seeing, because he's seen the corpse. So 1, 2... Yeah, I think it's better if he just stays there actually. So I'll replenish the +2 dash again, I suppose. And that's their turn. So just... It's going to be really awkward if Meryl's in that cell. It's going to suck. Alright, let's see. So 4 and prioritizing to the left, however. So he would move first because we go like this. And he's not seen the corpse yet, but he's going to see the corpse. Right now he's the one who would be responding to the noise he heard. But when he turns this corner, he sees the corpse, so he actually prioritizes touching that. So 1, 2, 3, boom. And he's touched it, so we need to draw a guard reaction card. And it's a remove the guard and then spawn one in the zone with the most players. Okay. Or sorry, remove this token. And spawn a guard in the guard office. It does not activate this turn. So now he's the closest guard to the elevators. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He's on his way to investigate the noise he heard in the elevators. And then the guard that just spawned doesn't move. 1, 2, 3, 4. And turns all the way around. Who'd have thought Meryl would be the hardest part of this mission? So Otocon's turn is super quick. He is replenishing both uses of his advanced stealth camouflage. Each replenish costs 2 actions, so that's his 4 actions done. He is finished. So... I presume that guard doesn't turn after landing on the corpse, by the way, because his action just fully ends when he lands on the corpse. That may be incorrect. I don't know. I think that's fine. We need Grey Fox to be doing things, and it's really difficult to make him do things. Do I go out there and kill the guard again? Because it's awkward that there's now 4 guards. Yeah, I guess I'll sneak, and then we'll use up our last usage on the high frequency blade. And it kills him. We have 1 action left. And a lot of blood on his hands. 1 action left. That's going to have to be a dash. Right there. And we did 1 loud action. That was a 4, so no worries there. So, for the guard card, he's going to go to the elevator because he won't see the corpse. He's probably going to see the corpse though. 5 and prioritizing left. So, he's going to go 1, 2, 3 and stop on Otocon's noise. If the player is within 5 spaces, nope, otherwise remove. Good. And then his turn is over and he's going to go after Grey Foxes unless Grey Fox sets off an alert. Next closest would be him. 1, 2, and it was prioritized left. 3, oh that's a problem. Oh wait no, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, no, he doesn't stop just because he hits that logo. We're okay for now. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, prioritized left. We are okay again for now, but only just barely. So, let's go with Otacon. We're going to go 1, 2, sneak. So that's 1 loud action. I'm going to keep white dice next to him. What are we needing for this door? We're needing a 1, 4 and a 5. That's the same for all of them. Actually no it's not. That needs a 1, 6, 2. So, he is going to interact. His interact is 4 black dice. Am I allowed to add dice for a door? I don't think I am. No, so it's just straight up 4. I can use one of his special abilities to add an extra die. I am going to do that. So he is rolling. I'm going to have to again come around this side of the camera because I don't want to knock all these things out of the way. I'll try and move it so you see what I roll. So we needed a 1, 4, 5. So there's the 4, and we need the -2 ability, which we'll use. And that's this door hacked open because that becomes a 1. So it was a 1, 4, 5, right? Yeah. So this door is now open. We have 1 ability left, and my ability is going to interact with this door to come in here. Is this Meryl? No, it is not Meryl. Well, that's unfortunate. Speaking of unfortunate, what do you do with Grey Fox? Well, I'm going to sneak behind this guard. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the stealth takedown that Snake has. So, I think we're going to do a combo attack, which is 2 white dice and a black die. We have made noise, unfortunately, but we did knock out the guard. So we've got a few things that happen here. So the guard is knocked out, first of all. Our noise marker moves from there to here, which means this guy's definitely coming around the corner. So I sneaked, I did a combo attack, which isn't noisy. He's going to stop as soon as he touches this. No, he'll touch the noise first, actually. But the noise could move around the corner, which would mean he would stop at that. So I think that's okay. So we'll dash. So we sneaked, attacked, dashed, and I'm going to try and interact with this door. So for his interact, he's rolling 1 white die and 2 black dice. If his noise moves, it's okay. Well, it is going to move, which is awkward. Oops. So we needed a 1 and a 5. We have 2 1s, and we need a +1, -1. He doesn't have that, annoyingly. I can't do anything about it. He doesn't have any abilities to help here. Nope, so that's his turn. That's unfortunate. Hopefully he'll get in there next turn so I can not worry about his noise being there. Guard cards. So, is there 3 dead guards? No. And I presume you don't count tokens that have been removed anyway, although even if you did, that's still only 2. 4 and prioritizing to the left. He goes first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Prioritize to the left. Oh no, he's seen the corpse. So that's now his priority. So I'll probably end up spawning a guard, unfortunately. 1, 2... 3, 4. He's prioritizing going towards the noise, but oh no, he's seen the corpse. Oh, sorry, an unconscious guy. So that's who's going to stop him when he moves next turn. Now we do not have a lot of time here, but that said, I am going to replenish Otacon's 2 abilities this turn, which is unfortunate, but I need those to hack this other door here. So his turn, it's over. For Grey Fox, he is really going to try and get in this door so that he can hide. So again, it was a what? It was a 1 and a 5? A 1 and a 5. Here we go. First attempt. He got a 1 and a 5, thank goodness. So he has managed to pick open the door, or rather slash it open with his sword, I guess. So this is now a permanent interact door. His second action will be to interact with the door. Not allowed action. Is this Meryl? It is Meryl! We got so... I genuinely did not know where she was, for the record. We got so lucky there. Him hiding in there means that, you know, the noise wouldn't have mattered much. But we got so lucky. I believe we've met the criteria to call the mission finished. Let me just double check in the campaign book. The objectives for the mission. Free Snake by unlocking the door to his cell. Yep. Free Meryl by unlocking the door to her cell. We have done it. And we did the optional objective of picking up A as well. So we actually get 2 bits of equipment. I'm going to go look those out. That actually went much smoother than I thought. Alright, so for simply clearing the stage, we get equipment card 16. Rope. Place 1 rope from this card, you get 5 on an adjacent unconscious guard. The unconscious guard ignores the waking guard's effect of the guard order cards. If the guard moves onto a tied up guard, immediately discard the rope. So what's that benefit? Oh, I guess you get an extra turn of the guard being unconscious, so it takes an extra turn for it to be kind of resolved fully. You get 5 of them. Interesting. I'm not sure how useful it would be though. If the player has A on their dashboard, i.e. it's not being discarded because we picked it up, you get equipment card 15. More rations. So now if we need a fight where we're not allowed to use weapons, we can have 3 rations with us. That's pretty good. Same, yeah, still heal 2 damage. Okay, so those go in the pool of equipment everyone's allowed to use. We have finished Prison Break, so where does it go now? Snake gets out of his cell by whatever means. He gets his equipment back via the interrogation chamber, and he heads up to the roof of a nearby building where he was trying to get into before getting captured by Sniper Wolf. Oh, it's going to be the helicopter battle. Liquid driving the Hindi. Yep, that's what it's going to be. And it's Chapter 10 Helicopter Gunship. So it's going to be a boss battle again next time. Sadly, there's no model for it. It's like the tank. It's just a cardboard thing on the floor. But yeah, we're going to have a... He looks like the Joker there. We're going to have a fight with a helicopter next time. And we can choose between all characters now. That might change depending on the context of the missions going forwards. But now we have, you know, for VR missions and such, we technically have all characters available as well. So that'll be interesting. Come back next time for that. In the meantime though, thank you very much for watching, and thank you to those of you who can and do support the channel via membership. It helps keep the lights on and lets you have early access to these episodes, which I hope you're enjoying. If you can't spare that, just liking or commenting on the video helps in the algorithm, or you can check out the channel sponsor to pick up something for yourself via the affiliate link. I get compensated if you buy anything from them from that link. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you real soon for the next one. Until then, ta for now.